I'm Sierra from what was previously known as Anime Beauty by S&B, but we have now rebranded and we are Sierra and I'm so sorry, I'm trying to fix you guys, Sierra and Brienne. So I'm going to take an IQ test. I don't 100% believe in IQ tests because I think you can be very, very smart and get a low number on this, but I'm just doing this for entertainment purposes. I did a video in the past, which I think I'm probably going to upload that video first, where I did a personality test online, so definitely go check that one out. But this one is, so the first question is, can you continue this number pattern? So it's 12, 24, 36, 48, 16, 72. So for this, like, I know some people like calculate, they'll try to find, I just do like my natural first, like, this is what I think it is. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. So I'm going to go with 88. I don't know, or, well, okay, I clicked it and it just took me to the next question. So anyways, there's no, like, you can't, for this quiz, you can't just like kind of click something and be like, oh no, maybe I'll change it. Once you click it, you've clicked, like, that's it. Which line belongs in the place of the question mark? So that's what the thing looks like. So I'm thinking it's probably the one that goes like that. So I'm gonna pick A. Again, I don't really have any like rhyme or reason for doing this. I'm just kind of like, this looks the best to me, so that's what it's gonna be. It's also kind of interesting because when we were doing when I was doing the personality test, I was doing it with a friend, and one of the things was I think one of the questions was something about how, like, I have very good intuition, and I, like, not always, but a lot of times I, like, base things on my feelings because I generally end up being right, and it's kind of true. Like, even with the IQ test, you can tell it's kind of like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this because, like, this is my gut intuition. Okay, how many triangles can you see? 3, 4, 5, I think, I'm going to say 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I'm going to say 5 because the choices are 3, 5, or 4, so. Oh, so there's this interesting fact that popped up. So it says, in a study of Einstein's brain, U.S. neuroscientist Brett Anderson found that some regions in the anterior cerebral cortex were unusually tightly packed, which could explain Einstein's level of intelligence during his lifetime. Anderson's rival, Sandra Whittleson, suggests that the side region of the cerebral cortex, which is thought to be the center for mathematical thinking, was overdeveloped for Einstein. Yeah, I'm not great at math, so which one is next in this series? Oh, okay. So it looks like that. That's like, here's the question. No, there's just an ad playing underneath because internet. 3. So I think it'd be down. I think it'd be A, actually. I might have accidentally clicked B. Oh well, maybe it'll end up being right. Maybe I was wrong. I wanted A, but anyways. Complete the series. Oh my goodness, it looks like that's the question. I feel like C, you know? Okay, so there's another interesting fact. So, of course, an IQ test cannot really tell you if someone is smart. See, exactly. An IQ test cannot tell you if you're smart or not. You can be, like, the smartest person in the world, and you can get, like, a negative number on an IQ test. I don't think that's actually possible, but, like, you can get a really low number. Or you could be somebody who's, like, really, really dumb and get a high number. So, but it's kind of like really any internet test. Like, have any of you guys taken those, like, BuzzFeed tests? And comment down below if you have, where it's, like, pick your favorite colors and we'll tell you what kind of taco you are. And you're just like, okay. And then you find out that you're like a chicken taco. And you're like, yeah, I like purple, so I'm a chicken taco. It makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, so, but it pretty much shows you what your talents are. The intelligence part tells you what you're good at. So an IQ test can help, especially if your choice of occupation and study. I kind of get that. So maybe like the math section, like, I guess a lot of people automatically know this, but at the same time, maybe it's fun to like take a test where it's like, okay, this is like I don't remember what I was going to say. My mind just completely went blank. Oh, yeah, so, no, it's like, okay, yeah, I know I'm bad at math, and the IQ test says I'm bad at math. And then there's ones where it's like, oh, yeah, I know I'm good at English, and the IQ test says it, so I get that. Which word are we looking at? So there's a shape of, like, a woman and a baby chicken? So they're either looking for sickness, an opera, bird, or an insect. I'm going to say, I don't know why, but I'm thinking sickness. I just got intuition. We're just going to go with it. I also have no idea how many questions this is. So at one point, I may, like, pause and answer a couple by myself and then restart it. But for now, okay, what is the opposite of polyphony? I have never heard that word before, but it shows pictures of different, like, string instruments. So I'm just going to say symphony because, yeah, I know I could probably look up what that means, but I feel like if I was taking a real test, I would not be able to. Yeah, actually, that makes sense because it says, the interesting fact is, undoubtedly, one genius musician is Johann Sebastian Bach, who has internalized the art of the fugue like no other. The so-called mirror fugues are composed in such a way that they can be heard backwards and forwards. That makes me think that it does have something to do with the symphony. A, D, G, J. Can you continue this pattern? A, B, C, D, F, G, J, K, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, J, K, L. I'm say K. If you're not a regular sleeper, you might just be a genius. Well, guess what? I don't sleep very well, so apparently I'm very smart. Which of the words is similar to discourage? Resist, perplex. I feel like dissuade. Studies have shown that cat lovers tend to have higher IQ. You know, I like that. I don't sleep and I'm obsessed with cats. Apparently I'm smart. Which city is an odd one out? I don't... maybe... I feel like... I don't know these cities, but I'm gonna... Oh, okay, it says a city. So Berlin, Paris, New York, or Amsterdam. I don't know why, but... see, I wanna... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say Amsterdam. I don't know, I bet in the pictures, I don't know, like, anything about these cities, but, in the pictures, the other ones that showed, like, these really tall buildings that looked, like, really fancy, yeah, so burrow to a rabbit, a burrow is to a rabbit as a nest is to a, I'm gonna say, bird is not an, oh, yeah, sparrow, okay, I automatically want to say bird, and then I think it said bird, and that would have sucked, because I thought the answers were, like, bear and horse, and I was like, oh, I don't think bears or horses have nests. I mean, I know for a fact horses don't have nests, so, can you figure out this number pattern? 4, 7, 11, 16, 18, I'm gonna say 21. Messy handwriting, it could be a sign of an above adjective. See, that one not so much, because I have very neat handwriting. Can you complete the series? Finnish, German, French. Finnish, German, French. Language, dialect, linguistic, Welsh. Oh, Welsh. Because it's... okay. If you like your privacy, it could be the sign of a higher than average intelligence. My mom would apparently be that because she loves her privacy. Meanwhile, I'm literally making a YouTube video about, like, or I made one about my personality, of making one more, you know, answering IQ tests, and I'm going to tell you guys how smart I am. I'm thinking I'm not really that private of a person. Do 3 of the following numbers add up to 12. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So 7, 3, and 2 make 12, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 7, 3, and 2 make 7, 3, and 2 make 12. I don't know if this is timed. Hopefully not. 36, 18 is 42. Huh? I was just gonna say 21. Don't know why. My brain was like, I like that number. That looks cool. Speaking of intelligence and brain power, it has been shown the elephants actually have 4 times as many neurons as we humans do. This mighty intelligence has been demonstrated in many ways, from elephants who have used tools to access fruit in hard to reach areas to one elephant who baffled researchers by accurately mimicking the Korean language. What? Like, how did it mimic the Korean language? Because I'm imagining, like, a elephant walking up to me and speaking Korean, and that's really entertaining. But I've also seen ones where, like, I saw this video where this elephant was, like, painting, and it was making, like, it's some sort of Chinese letters. I wasn't actually 100% sure what the language is, but, like, it might have been Korean. So that one confuses me. Anyways, I think we're going to pause and then answer a lot of the questions, like, by myself, and then I'll come back, only because I'm only 40% through, and this video is already getting kind of long, so I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we'll see where we go from there. Hey, so I want to read an interesting fact for you. So it says a study has shown that those with the higher IQ have a good chance of living longer lives than their less cognitively gifted equivalents. The study traced a group of individuals in Aberdeen who had completed their IQ test back in the 1930s and found that those who were still living had a higher IQ on average. Good news for geeks. I feel like that one is more like, you know, if you have a higher IQ, then you're able to figure out, like, okay, what is safe for me to do, what isn't safe for me to do. Maybe you have more of, like, you have more logic behind you, so you're able to, you know what I mean? I don't think that's necessarily, like, if you're smart, you're going to live longer. I think that's more just, you see, like, as people say, there's causation versus correlation. I don't think that's causation. I think that's correlation. But, what? I'm also going to say this question because I have no idea what's going on. It says, if cab becomes 312, what becomes 214? What? So I'm going to pause that one. Actually, no. Maybe I'll work through my thought process with you guys on this one. So, C is 3. And there's no 3. So, 2 is in there, and B is 2. So is there one that starts with B? Yes, there is. There's bar and bad. A is 1. A is 1. What? Okay, wait. A, B. 2. B is 2. Okay. Starts with a B. A is 1. So, B should be B, A something. B-A-R, B-A-D. Bar bad, bar bad, bar bad. Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to do bad. Just because D is, like, near the beginning of the alphabet, and all of those are... Yeah, I'm going to pause it there again. I'm sharing another question with you guys, and the only reason I'm sharing this is because look at the cute little drawing. I think it's a puppy dog. I don't really quite know what that is, but it's really cute, and I have no idea what this question is asking. When it comes to your spatial intelligence, do you know which cube responds to the image on the left? Nope. That'll be fun. Hey, so I'm going to share an interesting fact with you guys. Have you heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect? It's a phenomenon where people of lower than average intelligence tend to overestimate their intelligence, while those of above average intelligence tend to underestimate it. It is succinctly described social psychologist Dunning and Kruger as follows. The miscalibration of the incompetent stems from an error about the self, whereas the miscalibration about the highly competent stems from an error about others. I kind of get that, because, you know, there was a lot of people I know that they, like, really were not smart whatsoever, and they'd be like, I'm such a genius, and you'd be like, no, but okay, buddy, yeah, sure, you're so smart, when really they weren't, and there would be other people that would be like, you'd be like, how are you so smart, and they'd just be like, oh my god, I'm so dumb, and you're like, no, you know, so I do actually kind of agree with that one. I mean, it depends on the person. Like, I think there are some very smart people who know they're smart, and there's some very dumb people who know they're dumb. But for the most part, yeah, I get that. Hey, so I'm going to read this one out loud again and do, like, my brain process for it. There's one of those questions where it's, like, it doesn't actually give a number. It just gives, like, a shape or a... Yeah, so there's, I believe that's Saturn plus Saturn equals 12. So that means 12 divided by 2, so that's 6. Then it's Saturn plus Saturn minus... rocket ship, so that's, which equals 9, so that'd be 12 minus something equals 9, so 9, 10, 11, 12, so that's 3. So then 3 times 6 plus the moon equals 35, so 3 times 6 is, I need a calculator for that one. I know I should be able to do that in my head, but I just, no. 3 times 6 equals 18. Plus the moon equals 35. So 35 minus 18 equals 17. So that means that the moon equals 17. Also, if there's any math teachers watching this, I am very sorry. I do math, like, so weird that I remember in school I would do math and then my teachers would look at it and be like, ow. Like, I gave them headaches a lot. So 17 minus 3 minus 6. 17 minus 3 minus 6 equals 17 minus 3 minus 6. Wait, no. 17 minus 3 minus 6 equals 8. So then the answer would be 8. Hopefully that's a choice. That was a choice. Okay. Hey, so I finished the test. The last couple questions, you had to, like, watch a video, and I was like, I don't want to watch a video. Like, I'm taking an online test. I'm not watching a video. But anyways, so apparently my IQ score is 107. So on this test, at least, it says that I'm above average. It says, well done, your IQ classification is above average. People who score within the 100 to 120 bracket fall into the top 17% of our users. This means that your spatial reasoning, pattern recognition, and overall mental agility is very good. Your IQ classification is derived from the composite score you achieve in the different areas of testing. The sub-scores are totaled and then compared with the rest of your users. A perfectly average score is 100. Where you fall on the IQ scale is how you compare to all of other users. In this case, that is above average. So this isn't, like, necessarily above average for, like, the population, but this is above average for, like, people who take this test. So that doesn't, I mean, I'm okay with 107. Like, that sounds okay to me. I think it was my dad had, like, a really, really, really high IQ. Like, he was apparently a smart man, and he spoke a lot of languages too. So yeah, sorry, I don't know why I just had to share that. I just thought it was really interesting. But anyways, I think I'm going to leave it there. Anyways, I love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers!